Brothers and sisters, welcome to my channel. Subhanallah, we talk about this end of time alamat, which is mountain of gold. Lo and behold, subhanallah, Allah Azza wa Jal is giving us some previews. We'll talk more about this. But let me share with you some very, very interesting news. Saudi Arabia, they are claiming that they have found gold. Now, this is not some coincidence. This is qadr of Allah. There are many other events, incidences where we have seen similar things happening. People are claiming that they have found gold, and therefore it is something that we must discuss in light of end of time. So let's talk about few other events that happened in the past. I want to share with you first this particular news so that you can see what is happening at the moment. So Uganda, so this is not the first time they found gold or gold was discovered. Uganda announced, African country, that it had discovered 31 million metric tons of gold waiting to be mined in the country after several surveys were conducted. And this report came in July of 2020, and this report was published on the Business Standard news article. So Uganda found it, and they have made it absolutely clear. They declared that this is something they have found. Now, there is another report that said not only that Uganda found it, so before we talk about what happened to Saudi Arabia this time, let me tell you this. On December 10th, 2023, this year, 100 barrel oil, 10 million barrel of oil, 300 cubic feet gas found in Bangladesh. Now, obviously, you might say, what is the relationship between gas and gold, mountain of gold? Obviously, these are all natural resources. So this makes it relevant to our discussion of mountain of gold. And this oil was discovered, this gas, in 2 gas fields in Sylhet, Bangladesh. Quote, this is the first time this oil and gas was found, the first time that we have found economically viable oil resources estimated at about 153 million barrels in the 2 gas fields, 280 kilometers from the capital of Dhaka. The then chairman of Petrobangla, Muhammad Hussein Mansour, had told reporters. Now, again, this is coming in the Business Standard news article. Now, there is another report of similar incident. A new study reveals that 59,000 kilometers or nearly 37,000 miles of tropical rivers have been damaged by mining based on 7 million measurements taken from satellite images spanning 4 decades. And this report came in 2023. And due to this mining, people are now finding gold, believe it or not, in rivers. That we also talk about, when it comes to mountain of gold and whatnot. Now, what happened in Saudi Arabia? This is something, wallahi, will make you think twice about your choice not to believe in the end of time phenomena. So let's talk about what happened this time in Saudi Arabia, shall we? So basically, I have reported on this one, I believe 2 years ago, maybe, or 3 years ago, and I said, guys, they found gold in Turkey. And that video went viral. I got like thousands, 120 or 40,000 views. So people were really showing a lot of interest, and rightly so. Then I also reported on Yahudi, how they were planting Garqad tree as a sign of the end of time, because we know this tree will witness against the Yahudi when the end of time will appear. And a lot of you have agreed with this. So this time what happened in Saudi Arabia is what I want to discuss with you. Something very, very interesting, something very, very shocking at the same time. I'm just going to be actually putting my screen here so that you can also read with me and understand this whole thing is actually something that we need to take very, very seriously about. So Saudi Arabia discovers new gold reserves. Saudi Arabian mining company, Madin, found significant gold resources 100 south of Mansoura and Masara gold mines. Now, you can say, what is the relationship between Saudi finding a gold and mountain of gold appearing, right? Well, the brothers and sisters, this is very, very easy to answer. Allah Azza wa Jal, as I said in the beginning of this video, Allah Azza wa Jal is giving us some previews before He will show us the actual mountain of gold, so that we are prepared, so that we are not rushing to get a bite of this gold, because Rasulullah said, "Faman hadaruhu fala yakhuz minhu shay'a." He said, whoever will be close to this mountain of gold, do not take. Allah Azza wa Jalla is, by showing this, giving us these previews, if you like, He is preparing us so that we will not fall into this trap, because if we do, then it will be a disaster. Even before this discovery, Saudi Arabia is ranked at number 14 among the top countries with the highest gold reserves. The company announced its first mineral discovery as a result of its 2022 exploration program, leading to the development of a new production line. Again, dear brothers and sisters, what we are seeing is a direct end-of-time phenomena, subhanAllah, that we can always connect back to the coming of the Mahdi, Dajjal, Ya'juj and Ma'juj, that we talk about in this channel. Saudi Arabia found this gold, Turkey found gold, Uganda, as I mentioned, they found gold. So now the question is, when we will see the mountain of gold? As the Prophet ﷺ, he clearly said, he said that Yashuk al-Furat, the river of Euphrates, will reveal gold, kanzin min dhahab. Kanzin here is tijara, treasure of dhahab, of gold. And he said, whoever will be there, do not take it. We know for sure, therefore, that the river Euphrates that we talk about is actually going to be the epitome of finding this gold. So when the gold will appear, people will not have any doubt in their mind that this is the gold. This is the gold that we need to go and get. And that's how this whole movement, this whole, if you like, revolution will trigger the chain of end of time events, with the coming of Dajjal, the coming of the Mahdi, then the coming of Isa ibn Maryam, and Allah knows the best. But what we are seeing at the moment, dear brothers and sisters, is going to be something we need to keep track of and be prepared, wallahi, for the end of time events. If you're new to this channel, not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.